Replying to this email, there's some networking event in Manville. I hate networking events. I go because it's what people that have their own businesses do, or people who are trying to get business. Quite frankly, I'm very antisocial, and every day it's a struggle for me to leave my room. I should really get a selfie stick, but then maybe I shouldn't. It's Tuesday, and I'm going to give Dejan his lunch money. Good morning. Good morning. I come to give you your lunch money. I never remember to give him. No. Okay, I'm going to give Auntie Mackenzie your lunch money, okay? You mustn't make your teacher talk to you, so. How much wife you have? Hello, sir. Hello, are you me come to? Is what type of roti you want?
What happened to you yesterday?
What kind of thing? Alright, you have the one that flakes. That's called the paratha. And you have the one that doesn't flake. That's called the chapati. It's very plain.
So how the one that flakes?
Tastes nice. That is the nicest one, actually. That is the one that you want? Alright. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Roti man.
Yes, baby.
What time today you say you want something now?
What am I want to carry one?
Okay, good. So what time you leave here by?
No, what time you leave here by? I want it by 2:30.
Okay, sir. Alright. So these are the curry chicken and roti wraps. I didn't have an extra pair of hands at the time to show you how I actually made it, but next time. This is your typical pumpkin tree. I just realized about this plant is that tell it where to go. Let me tell you why I say that. The vine, it was coming like out in the walkway, and I knew that if it did that, everyone would trample on it. So I started training it. So the first thing that I did, I started putting the vine closer to the wall. It was all the way up that way, and now this is a turn, the walkway. And what I did was I told it where to go. So I put the vine under the wire, so now it's gonna run right up that way, and that's exactly where I want it to go. And then the other end was going that way, like that way, and I trained it to go this way, because if it goes that way, it's gonna run across the step, and we don't want that, right? The moral of what I just said, we have control over our lives. We tell it where to go, how to do what, and we have control. I think that is the greatest gift that God has given to us. We tend to misuse that sometimes, but later down in our lives and at a certain point in our lives, we realize that gift and we appreciate it, and then we begin to use it wisely. Have you been using your choices wisely? I got up at 5 this morning, no, 5:30, and I stayed up. That is an improvement. I did get up a little before 4 o'clock without my phone alarming. That is good. That means that my body is adjusting to the time in which I should get up, which is 4, but I did go back to bed, so I cheated today again. So my day is off by an hour and a half today. That's a lot of time. If you're having any struggles like myself, or you used to have any struggles with getting out of bed on time so that you can get all your tasks completed for the day, probably you should give me suggestions on what you are trying to motivate yourself. Today was a good day. It's Thursday and I was supposed to be in Kingston because I deliver rotis and other Guyanese eats and stuff on a Thursday, and I guess the Holy Spirit just inspired me to stay in Mandeville, and I got a lot of deliveries done in Mandeville today. Surprisingly, that's not usually the thing for Mandeville, but I guess when you just approach things from like a different angle, persons react to it differently. Today was a good day. It's Sabbath morning and there's no way that I am going to church today. My hair is a hot mess. I have no ride and I have Dejan, and if I go to church I'm not leaving him home. Every time I look up this driveway I'm reminded of the movie The Great Gatsby with Leonardo. He like lived beside this, no, not Leonardo, the guy, what's the guy that came in the first set of Spider-Man in the early 2000s? I don't remember anything, but he was living beside Leonardo, and his neighbor, look at this, there are 2 houses up there. FYI, this is the second time in 3 years that I've been up this hill. Yeah. Melissa McKinnon and her friend that came to visit me from Guyana, they went up here and I didn't come with them because I just didn't. He wouldn't even know, or he has never seen his neighbor. I've never seen my neighbor. I've been living here for 3 years. And this man lives like right across the road from me, but his driveway is like super long. It's so pretty up here.
Don't leave without subscribing. Click on the link to check out my previous video.